You've been told you're safest at home. But what if your home is the first place that learns how to copy you? Mirrors are supposed to tell the truth. They show you what's already there. That's the comfort. That's the lie. Tonight, I'm going to tell you what happens when reflections stop agreeing with each other, and why one of mine did something I didn't do. This couldn't happen to you, unless you've ever looked at yourself and felt slightly out of sync. Before this, I was boring in the best way. Routine mornings, same coffee mug, same hallway mirror I passed without thinking. The first warning sign wasn't fear, it was inconsistency. I caught it in the bathroom mirror one morning. My smile lagged. Not enough to panic, just enough to notice. I blamed sleep, stress. The brain is generous with excuses. I didn't discover the truth all at once. I circled it for weeks. And when I finally understood what was happening, it didn't scream. It didn't chase me. It waited. Here's the myth I need to kill early. This wasn't a haunting. Nothing arrived. Nothing followed me home. Everything was already inside. It started with the mirrors disagreeing. In the hallway mirror, my hair was parted the way I'd worn it years ago. In the bedroom, I had a faint scar on my chin, one I definitely don't have. In the bathroom, everything looked correct, comforting, reliable. I told myself mirrors are imperfect. Lighting lies glass warps. Still, I began checking them, the way people check locks, casually at first, then compulsively. Morning, light, afternoon shadow, night, when the house was quiet enough to hear the refrigerator breathe. Each mirror showed me, but not the same me. None of them moved on their own. That mattered to me then. Daylight helped. It always does. I worked from home, answered emails, heated leftovers. The normal sounds stitched me back together. The house felt ordinary, safe, but reflections don't blink at the same time you do. You know that they follow. One afternoon, I stood in front of the bedroom mirror and raised my right hand. The reflection raised its left. A trick of orientation, you'd say. I said that too, but my stomach tightened anyway. The way it does when you realize you've misremembered something important, like a name you should know. That night, I covered the mirrors with towels. It felt childish, temporary. I slept better. The next morning, the towels were on the floor, folded. I live alone. I uncovered the bathroom mirror first. My reflection looked more exhausted than I felt. Dark circles like bruises, lips slightly dry, as if it had been breathing through its mouth. I brushed my teeth. It copied me perfectly. In the hallway mirror, I wasn't brushing at all. I was standing still, watching. That's when the pressure started, the sense that the house was no longer a container, but a comparison. If you've ever felt watched in an empty room, you know the feeling isn't fear, it's evaluation. I saved the bedroom mirror for last. I stood 6 feet back, neutral stance, arms loose, calm breathing. The reflection met my eyes, and then it blinked. There's a specific horror in watching something finish, an action you never began. It tells you time is no longer shared. The blink wasn't aggressive, no grin, no distortion. Just a soft, human blink, moist lids, slight delay. Afterward, it smiled. I did not. I stepped back. It stayed close to the glass. That was the moment I understood. The mirrors weren't showing different versions of me. They were showing different attempts. I stopped looking directly at them. learned angles, peripheral vision. Reflections are obedient if you don't challenge them. For a while, then they began sinking slowly. Scars vanished, hairstyles aligned, expressions soft. They were learning. One night half asleep, I caught movement in the bathroom mirror. Not sudden, careful, as if it didn't want to wake me. I realized something then that still makes my hands shake. Mirrors don't create images, they select them. I covered every mirror again. Sheets, this time. Heavy ones. I thought that would end it. Instead, the house felt crowded. Sound carries differently when something is waiting. Footsteps felt duplicated. My own breathing sounded rehearsed. On the third night, I woke up standing in the hallway. I don't sleepwalk. The hallway mirror was uncovered. I was already there, but the reflection looked rested, alert, complete in a way I haven't felt since. It raised its hand. I felt mine lift a second later. That's when I understood the final truth, the one I'd been circling since the beginning. The mirrors weren't trying to escape. They were deciding which version was more efficient. I don't remember lying down again. I remember mourning. Now, when I pass a mirror, everything matches perfectly. Too perfectly. No lag, no disagreement. But sometimes, when I'm tired, I catch a reflection, preparing an expression before I feel it. And I wonder, am I the original, or the one that learned to follow? If you've ever noticed your reflection hesitate, don't look longer. That's usually when it decides.